Hello player, today we will analyze the match between J. Kleiman with the white pieces and Hikaru Nakamura with the black pieces. c4. Knight f6. Knight c3. g6. g3. Bishop g7. Bishop g2. Kingside castling. Knight f3. d6. Kingside castling. Knight c6. d4. a6. d5. Knight a5. Queen d3. c5. e4. b5. c. Captures on b5. a. Captures on b5. Knight captures on b5. Bishop a6. f4. Queen b6. b4. c. Captures on b4. Bishop e3. Queen b7. Rook from a, b1. b3. Knight d2. Bishop captures on b5. a. Captures on b5. Rook from f, b8. This move was inaccurate, the best move was knight g4. For example, knight g4. Knight captures on b3. Knight captures on e3. f. Captures on e3. Knight captures on b3. Rook captures on b3. Queen b6. Rook c1. Rook a1. Rook captures on a1. Bishop captures on a1. Bishop f1. h5. With a balanced game. Rook from f, b8. b6. This move was inaccurate, the best move was rook c1. For example, rook from f, c1. Knight g4. Knight captures on b3. Knight captures on e3. f. Captures on e3. Knight captures on b3. Queen captures on b3. Rook a5. Bishop f1. Bishop e5. b6. With an advantage for white. b6. Queen a6. This move was inaccurate, the best move was knight g4. For example, knight g4. Knight captures on b3. Knight captures on e3. Knight captures on a5. Rook captures on a5. Rook from f, c1. Knight c4. Rook captures on c4. Queen a6. Bishop f1. Rook captures on b6. Rook captures on b6. Queen captures on b6. Rook c8 check. Bishop f8. Queen c3. f6. Queen c6. Queen captures on c6. d. Captures on c6. Rook c5. Bishop a6. King f7. Rook c7. f5. With a decisive advantage for black. Queen a6. Queen captures on a6. Rook captures on a6. Bishop f3. The evaluation became -0.4, this move was a mistake, the best move was rook c1. For example, rook from f, c1. b2. Rook captures on b2. Knight g4. b7. Rook captures on b7. Rook c8 check. Bishop f8. Rook a2. With an advantage for white. Bishop f3. b2. This move was inaccurate, the best move was rook captures on b6. For example, rook from a, captures on b6. Bishop captures on b6. Rook captures on b6. Rook from f, c1. Bishop h6. Rook c8 check. King g7. Knight c4. Knight captures on c4. Rook captures on c4. b2. with a balanced game. b2. Bishop e2. The evaluation became -1.7, this was a serious mistake, the best move was e5. For example, e5. d captures on e5. Rook captures on b2. e4. Bishop e2. Knight captures on d5. Rook from f, b1. With a balanced game. Bishop e2. Rook from a, captures on b6. Bishop captures on b6. Rook captures on b6. Rook from f, d1. Rook b4. f3. Knight d7. Knight f1. The evaluation became -3.7, this move was a mistake, the best move was bishop d3. For example, bishop d3. Knight e5. Bishop a6. With a decisive advantage for black. Knight f1. Knight c5. King f2. Knight a4. Rook d2. Knight c3. This move gives back part of the advantage, the best move was knight c4. For example, knight c4. Bishop captures on c4. Rook captures on c4. King e1. Bishop c3. With a decisive advantage for black. Knight c3. Rook from b, captures on b2. The evaluation became -2.5, this move was a mistake, the best move was rook captures on b2. For example, rook from d, captures on b2. Knight captures on e4 check. King g2. Bishop captures on b2. F, captures on e4. Knight b7. Knight e3. With an advantage for black. Rook from b, captures on b2. Knight captures on e4 check. F, captures on e4. Bishop captures on b2. King f3. The evaluation became -4.2, this move was a mistake, the best move was rook c2. For example, rook c2. King g7. Knight d2. With a decisive advantage for black. King f3. Knight b3. Rook d1. Knight d4 check. King f2. Knight captures on e2. King captures on e2. Rook captures on e4 check. King f3. Rook a4. Knight e3. Bishop d4. Knight c2. Bishop c5. h4. h5. Rook d3. King g7. Knight e1. Rook a2. g4. H, captures on g4 check. King captures on g4. Rook a4 check. King h3. e5. This move gives back part of the advantage, the best move was bishop d4 black's victory. For example, bishop d4. Knight f3. Bishop f6. With a decisive advantage for black. e5. This move gives back part of the advantage, the best move was bishop d4 black's victory. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your suggestions.